position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. From the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Nebraska's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Look out, he's got room. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the crowd starting to rise up on this early 3rd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Mills. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll toss it to the left. Right midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Mills. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away as there's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage
take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Here he comes from inside his own goal. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Miami's offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many net.
There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fights it out in the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's back. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Canes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Pretty solid coverage there. They'll stop him at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physically. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. That's caught. It's Nelson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage.
Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Huskers are rolling down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Nebraska! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Back to throw. It's Beck. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You got to be able to blitz, but get home. It's one thing to blitz just to blitz, but you got to find a way, slip through those cracks. Nice job by the defense. The QB had no clue. He was hanging in there, trying to be tough. Got hit as
he hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the...
He's loose on the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw. It's Rayola. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He's in open space downfield. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his man. It's Nimrod. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Rushes on him. Grab near the sticks. It's Lofton. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side now.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. It's complete. Touchdown, baby! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2 minute.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the catch, it's Mills. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mills. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The toss to the outside. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll go to the air on second and short. Oh, they're after him. He's got it inside the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a space. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I
makes the grab on the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Scrambling away. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
And this QB, man, how about it? Just, it's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and that's
turning it off. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, King.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big, fat no. They're trailing by 17 to Navy. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Mills. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Cornhuskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Time to take a shot. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Going for the marker on the ground. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that fourth down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Caught near the sticks. It's Mills. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Huskers want to move quickly. Trying to barge their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it on third and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll They'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw. It's Beck. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Mills. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Mills. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Makes the grab. It's Nelson. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Looking down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That one was a major league knuckleball, ducking and darting and somehow finding its way over the crossbar. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the middle. He's got him. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for a score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Mills.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Nelson. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On the run, it's Mills. Jumped on top of the pile. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got it looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Dropping back, it's Beck. It's caught. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Canes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Husker! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's back. That's caught. It's Nimrod. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But
he's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Breaks it again. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect play.
Oh, there's an out into the back. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And a nice touchdown. Continue to fight, continue to play. This one, it's pretty much over. down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got enough for the first. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once he got some room, it was over. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone saying I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw. It's back. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right.